I don't know. Probably not.
She did.
Oh, she did.
I'm telling you, she did. Our neighbor got it.
Oh, okay, that's good.
You're live.
Yep.
What are you building today, Mike?
What's that?
What are you building today?
I am working on the Hammerhead Corvette engines. And I have a cat right here. Cupcake, you're making it hard for me to work there, kid. Okay. And say everybody, how you doing today? I am working on the Hammerhead Corvette, and what exactly I'm working on is I am building the engine block for it. Howdy, Rocket. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show.
Camera angle.
Ah. Salute, everybody. Now, this is where I'm at right now. I have got to get all this covered up so that I can actually get it mounted onto this piece. Now, this is the part, there's the battery box, it goes right there, and this will slide onto the hammerhead itself, which is this part right here. And geez, anyway, so that's what I'm doing right now, is I am setting this up to get wired in so that the lights all work and the engine lights turn on.
Rocket said it looks like you're actually working on the cupcake.
It's working on Cupcake. Well, she is definitely making it hard for me to do my job, but I love my kitty and she's a sweetheart. And so anyway, it's just what you have to do when you have pets. Sometimes they get in the way.
He's supervising.
Yeah, she is supervising. Now I'm using some pretty heavy cardstock here. This chipboard is very heavy stuff. And I don't know how that glue managed to get up there. But anyway, I got a little cutout spot for the wires that go to the tail lights here and these engines. And so this is all the stuff that you have to do when you're building scratch-built pieces. You have to make each piece fit correctly. Now, as soon as I get this honed or in place where it'll stay put, I will show you what it looks like. Now, this is what they look like right here. All right, I used an old heater grill, this thing, to make the engine covers. Inside this engine cover is an old part of a tail light off my mountain bike. And so when you take your 9-volt battery, this one, and you plug it in to your build, this is what you're going to end up with. There. These are fantastic engines. I've never built this good of an engine before. So anyway, that is what I'm working on, and it will be continuous work until I get the entire thing built. One of the things I'm going to have to do here in the real near future is I am going to have to doggone it, I lost my train of thought. Uh-oh, what happened to that? Oh, I can't believe I did that. No, well, I'll just have to fix it with the next piece. Anyway, I've got to build a stand for this thing. And the stand, that's going to be a whole different can of worms right there, I believe. Hi, grandkid. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. So I take a little notch out of this, just like that, so that the wiring for the lights will work without being pinched or bound up. So that's right there. That's what this looks like when you get it fit. And then I go down here and I cut this off so that they match up, because this is one thing that will show, is the ends of this. Now you want to get some Elmer's glue on your facing edges, because these have to lock in place and be strong enough to handle anything you're doing. Yeah, please, Cupcake, leave this stuff alone. I'm trying to work here.
Get that animal back.
If you come in my show and be a Johnson, you're going to get kicked out to the troll dungeon. And if you want to know what that is, that's called the trungeon. Okay, so I've got that in place. And now you have to kind of hold it for a little bit just so that it stays put. Make sure everything lines up right, because this end will show. All right, all of this work that I'm doing on these ends, this will all show. This part, all of this, the wiring and everything will be gone. All right, it goes in here like this, and it'll disappear inside the chassis. But until I get to that point, I have to continue to build this stuff. And so it's, as you know, if you've watched the show at all, you guys understand that I'm very diligent with building things. Is that going to stay put now? I hope. Hey.
Yeah, the numbers aren't updating either.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for putting up likes. Thank you for your support and all the donations that you guys throw up. I appreciate it. It helps the business a lot. Thank you for sharing me with others, too.
So which engine number is this? Dynamax wants to know.
This is #1 engine. These are in various stages of completion. So I will keep working on them. There's 4 of them. I haven't done anything on this engine yet. So, I don't know. It's just all a work in progress, as you guys know. I just keep working and never stop. Alrighty. And Elmer's glue for paper is probably your absolute best glue to use. You can use PVA glue. That is the same thing. And wood glue will work. Sometimes you might have to thin it out a little bit. Wood glue tends to be thicker.
DJ says, Happy New Year.
Thanks, GJ.
We're here for the last show of 2025.
Yeah, the last show of 2025. Wow. And thank you all for following me and setting up notifications so you know when I go live. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, this is the armor, basically, for this, this build. Now, what I'm going to try to do is today in the show, I am going to try and finish this. I don't think I can. So that I can attach it to this chassis part. Because you can't jump ahead of yourself. If you do not get things done just exactly right, you end up tearing stuff out and having to redo it. And whenever you have to tear out a part, anybody knows, especially GJ, if you have to tear something out, and redo it, the second time around, it does not go together as well as the first time.
Autumn Potato says, hi, Don Paperoni. Happy New Year.
Thank you very much, Paperoni. That's very cool. I like that one. Okay, now you can see this is how this armor goes together. Now I'm making sure that these all line up with each other like I did these. Because this is going to be painted and you'll see this. Now I really should have done the paint job a little bit different, but I can't fix it now. It's too late. So anyway, and I have this heavy chipboard right here. I don't remember where I got this. That was so long ago, I just have no idea. But I know for a fact that this stuff is going to be strong enough to be able to take a lot of handling without it going bad. It
Did you order your new lenses yet, or are you still working towards it?
new lenses for what?
What's for
Oh, he
you,
might be
buddy?
talking to me. Oh, he's talking to me. Edward says, hey, everyone. Just checking in for a few minutes.
Hi, Edrich. How you doing? Uh-oh. What the heck did I do here? That's wrong. I can't do that. I don't know how I managed that. I turned it around specifically to be able to figure it out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's where it went wrong. I knew something wasn't lining up right. It didn't look right. And believe me, I do not like to recut pieces that I should have cut right the first time. And so anyway, that's where I'm at right now, is making sure these pieces are cut correctly. Whenever I'm using heavier paper or longer cuts, I use these titanium long scissors rather than my Fiskars micro scissors, because you need to cut a straightaway. It's easier to cut them with long scissors than short ones. Okay. Alrighty. Now, that should be right. Yep, there it is. Okay, so now we're gonna just keep going around this. That's all I can do, is just keep going around it until I get it all closed in. The final piece, and I goofed up, you guys. I should have started at the top of the engine instead of the bottom. I should have started up here, because your last cut is going to be a different angle than your front cuts. And so anyway, what now because I usually start here and then I work both ways around like this. I start and work this way and this way at the same time. Now I cannot do that. So what I have to do now is I have to just go all the way around this from one side to the other. That way, if it is a narrower piece on the end of this, I'll be able to measure that exactly and cut it and fit it. Okay, so, and thank you all for joining the phone show and for sharing me with others. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support, everybody, and thank you for being good human beings all around the world. We need better human beings like y'all. because some of the human beings we got on this planet right now are really not very nice. And it doesn't take anything to be nice. And of course, the people that are mean, they say, well, it doesn't take nothing for me to be mean. Yeah, that's because you're a jerk. But anyway, hopefully we can get more nice people showing up and doing better for the planet, because our poor planet needs help right now. It is an absolute wreck.
Happy New Year, Papa.
Happy New Year. Thank you very much. And I believe that we're going to have a better year in 2026 than we had in 2025. But we have to work towards it. It's not something that's just going to be given to us.
Not 31 likes, Mike. Get these people pumping these likes up.
Yeah. Thank you all for putting up likes. Double tap the screen. Thank you all. Maybe we can get on the For You page for a change. That would be nice.
I've not built a model car since I was a kid. The last one I remember building was a Dodge Viper in the 90s.
Yeah. Well, I haven't built any models, any model cars, trucks, or planes in 50 years. I built my first B-17 bomber when I was 5 years old, 1958. And I built a lot of models over the years.
Greetings from France.
France is in. Is that like bonjour?
Oh, Edrich is leaving, Mike. You want to do hot tamales? I didn't know he was leaving.
Oh, hey, Titan. Hang on a second. I still never found my sheet. I don't know what happened to it. But anyway, you guys, we do hot tamales around here. Hey, everybody, get your hot tamales. Yeah. You know, get them hot off the grill. They're good for you food. They're wrapped in corn skin. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can get them on the bobby. You can get them out of the oven. You can get them out of a frying pan. They come as candy. You can get candy in hot tamales. Welcome to the toy show. Oh, wait a minute. Welcome to the phone show, everybody. I think I'm going to go ahead and use that piece. Yeah, I think so. I need to sand this down a little bit. Okay. And yes, you can sand paper. It is something that is easy enough to do. So, this engine for the Hammerhead Corvette, there is actually 4 of these. Now, you can see there's a difference right here. Well, it doesn't matter that there's a difference right there, because I can fill that with a little piece just like this. This, wait a second. I might not be able to fill that. Nope, I can't. Okay, well, we better take one of these. Stick it on there, just like that. Yep, all right. Got this. Building your engines at times can be interesting, to say the least. Yeah, so it's just stuff you got to work at. And every piece has to be custom made and fit. And so when you're custom building things, you have to kind of be careful what you're doing, because if you get too far off with any of your measurements, it's going to make your build completely off in the final stages. Once you get an error like that happening, it is easier to start fixing it immediately. Because if you do not start fixing it immediately, the problem multiplies itself the more layers of paper that you put on top of it. And so whenever I find a problem with something, I start fixing it immediately, because I can add just a smidge extra on a piece of paper, which will actually make the build better as you go along, because you're actually trying to fix something, so you're adding more paper and more glue to the same situation. And I think because of the way these engines are, I'm going to go ahead and start using these little pieces, because they're going to work fine as well. And the thing is, I've got to make 4 of these engines. So let me see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15. It's going to take about 20 of these pieces per engine. And so 20, 40, 80. It's going to take 80 pieces of this to make the engines for this Hammerhead Corvette. And that is just the external detail of the engines right now. I've got to put detail work on top of this, because I try to emulate whatever picture I have to work with. And right now, the picture I have to work with is on my laptop, and I can see what it looks like. I'm going to have to make a turret there, but I can't put lights in it, I don't believe. Maybe I could. Yeah, I probably could. But I have to start building that in there now. Yeah, okay. Well, nuts. All right. All righty. Welcome, everybody. I hope you all are having a good week. It is Hump Day. Yep, it is Hump Day. That means the week's half over. These are going to be the coolest engines I've ever made, you guys. They light up extremely well. I was very, very pleased with the LEDs that are lighting this. And I never did find, shoot, I never did find my orange LEDs. So I don't know what happened to them. They're lost somewhere in this menagerie of stuff that I got.
Happy New Year, everybody. Merry Christmas, too, I guess.
Yep, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for sharing me with others, you guys, and for putting up all the likes you guys do every day. Thank you all. I don't know why the likes don't work like they used to. Our best day of likes was 1,600 likes in one day. And so I don't know what YouTube did, but it's not been the same since, which really stinks. And this is the process of building something from nothing. You have to look at your pictures that you have, and you have to try and build your pieces to match the pictures that you have, and just carry on from that point on. And so,
Ask if that's a rocket. You might want to explain what that is. It kind of does look like a rocket.
sort of does look like a rocket, doesn't it? Okay, 9-volt battery. It's a Hammerhead Corvette. All right, now if you don't know Star Wars, then you don't know what a Hammerhead Corvette is. But there's 4 engines on it. These are the 4 engines. And hopefully I can show you here real quick what this looks like. There. All right, that's it. This is one of the best engines I've ever made right here. It looks awesome. Anyway, that's the situation we're at right now, is getting all these engines in place. This is what they'll be mounted on. All right, the engines are going to be right here, like this. And so, shoot. I'm very good at building with paper. But I think it is because of all the things that I've built my entire lifetime have led me to being able to do this. GJ knows about building from scratch. Oh boy. Yes, it does. Scratch built things are a tad bit more difficult to deal with because you get variances that happen and you have to be able to fix them on the fly. And but if you're good at your job and you've been practicing, making stuff is just another another part of the process of life. And technically speaking, it's sort of like a rocket. It's a spaceship, which usually gets to space with rockets. Now with Star Wars and Star Trek and all those different franchises, Babylon 5 and BSG, Aliens, all of those, they have faster than light travel. And if you want to go anywhere in the galaxy or other galaxies, you have to be able to go faster than light travel to be able to get somewhere, because there's too much distance, between planets when you're talking about going into space. It's like us right now. We're trying to get to Mars and the moon, to put colonies on Mars and moon. Well, to be able to do that, we have to get there in a hurry. Right now, I do believe just to get to Mars with the technology we got, it'll take 6 months one way. All right, now think about it. If you're in your car and you're driving for 6 months to get to your destination, that's what it's going to be like going to another planet in our solar system. You can't even fathom going to another solar system. That's the distances people don't realize, because we're born and raised here. We don't really understand space travel as well as we should.
Gigi said sometimes I have days that everything just goes wrong from minute one. I've learned to go home early and the next day begins different and goes perfect.
Absolutely. Sometimes you have to put it down, start over the next day. It is the nature of doing stuff, everybody. You're not always going to get it right the first day or the second. Sometimes it takes a minute.
Pocket Fish donated $2.79 and said happy 2026 buffoons.
Thank you, Rocket. Alrighty, here we go. Now, is that short? That's a short one. That's a short one. All right, now I can use these short ones. I just have to, I have to add them in different or build them different. But I'm going to use this narrow piece first, because it doesn't matter here whether or not I use it. All right. Yeah. Hey, everybody. If there's something you would like me to show you, just talk to Eddie or Miranda, anybody that's in the show, moderators-wise, and I would love to get it out and show it to you. Now, you guys want to see Eddie's favorite piece? I can do that real easy. Yes, sir. Eddie wants to see it. I'll show it to you. Let me get this part glued in place, and I'll get that. Now, you all, there's A10s, A-wings, there's all kinds of A vehicles. Well, Eddie's favorite build that I've done was the A10 Warthog. Now, here, let me adjust this a bit, and I'll show you what we got. This is it. Burp, gun with wings. Best paper airplane in the history of paper airplanes right here.
Hey Mike, Rocket has a good question. Can we see what all of the mods' favorites are actually?
Well, that was Eddie's favorite right there. And I don't know how many mods we got in the show right now.
Derek's the Viking ship. Miranda, what's yours?
I like the bird of prey.
That's cool. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you the mods' favorites. I just got done showing the A10. And so Derek's favorite is the Viking ship. I can show that to you as well. And Miranda likes, she likes the bird of prey, the Klingon bird of prey. And these oars all come out, but the oar locks are breaking on here, so I have to fix all them. But the shields come off as well. Very cool build. This was, I learned a lot building with this. Because it goes this direction and around this way, with a compound bend, paper won't do that. You have to cut all these boards to fit. And that was a chore all in its own. Alrighty. And Miranda's favorite is this right here, made out of a Pepsi box. It is a Klingon bird of prey. This was the second one that I put lights in. Now, as you can see, there's a, I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyway, there's a light switch right down there. And the battery box is in here. And when you turn this on, the engines light up. There are different light sources in it. This was the first thing I did with fiber optics, and I didn't do a very good job on it. But anyway, very cool build, this one here. And a lot of people that know Star Trek know it's a Klingon bird of prey right away, because it looks like a Klingon bird of prey. Anyway, this is the amazing stuff you can do with paper, you guys. You can build anything you want. All you have to do is take some time to do it. Alrighty. Yep. There we go. Now, is that going to line? Well, it doesn't matter if it lines up perfect or not, because as you go around, you can add little bits and pieces here and there to make it fit better. And since this is all just exterior work, all you got to do is make it work. In other words, keep adding parts until you got it. And since you're building from scratch, it really, unless somebody has a picture of whatever it is you're building, and they're looking at the picture and they're looking at what you've made, they're not going to be able to see if there's something wrong with it or not. Okay, let's put that right there. And we're gonna cut this here because I need an overlap on this to get it to work right. Okay. And you need adhesion and cohesion, you guys. That means you need glue on both pieces. I have glued this piece here and then put it onto here. Now, if I was going to be super technical with this, I would take it off and let it dry just a little tiny bit and then put it back on. But I don't need to do that. That's not one of those things that is mandatory. Because these fit so well that it doesn't matter in the long scale scheme of things. You can have little variances as long as they're in an area where you can control how they look. And since what I'm building here is an engine bay, or I mean an engine itself for a futuristic starship. All right, with that being the case, you can pretty much make anything you want and add to it to make it look right. All right, so that's gotta stay there. Now, I think I need to cut another one of these because I do believe that's it. Yeah, got those, but I need the actual correct width on these. The little narrow pieces that I have, I can go ahead and put those on here as well, but I don't need to put them on as solid piece. In other words, I don't need to put all the narrow ones together like this, because in a row, you'll see them. You'll be able to tell that you've used narrower pieces. And if I've learned that all you have to do is space them out between the sizes that you want for your build, and with them spaced out, you pretty much they like disappear into the detail.
No, she's not.
Uh-oh. What's up?
My bad. Forgot I was on.
Yeah, that's all right, Miranda. We love you. Okay. Put this on later and put these on now. And I don't remember where I got this chipboard. I have no idea. I think it came off the back of a desk calendar. It's a lot heavier than most of my chipboard. So, and I'm using it all on these engines because it's stronger than my normal chipboard is. And don't get chipboard confused with particle board. It is not the same thing. Okay, so now we're back to doing this part. All right. Unfortunately, I worked on this last night until about 9 o'clock. I was up here working, and I just did not get enough of this done. So we're looking at, I'm going to be working on these tonight until probably 9 o'clock again. And then I'm going to be working on them this weekend as well, because I'd like to have the engines done and mounted into the engine housing for Monday's show. Now, it may not happen, but I'm going to try and get there, because I need to start Monday on the stand, because I've got to get the stands to match up, because the Star Destroyer that it's crashing into is more complete. It's almost 100% complete, other than the repaint. I have to repaint it. And so, because I noticed my old gray is so old that it's changed color compared to what it was when I originally painted the Star Destroyer. And
Somebody's asking if they can see what it all looks like, Mike.
what it all looks like?
Yeah, what the Corvette looks like.
Okay, hold on a second.
Let me say, man, you're talented.
This is where it's at. Wait a second, I'll plug this battery in. This is the battery box back here. You can see that? Well, that matches up with this. This whole thing slides on here like this. Now, with the battery box in, I have a switch. All right, now this is what this switch is going to do. It turns on the lights, which are hooked to the fiber optics. Now, these fiber optics, as you can see, the ear guns, they're on turrets. There's the landing gear down there. And these are all the bridge lights. And I'm incorporating switches so I don't have to worry about the batteries. I can turn them on and off. Hold on a second. I will show you the Star Destroyer part of. It's just a part of a Star Destroyer. Okay, actually, where the Hammerhead crashed into it, it was right up here. All right, that's where the Hammerhead crashed into this Star Destroyer to push it out of position in Rogue One. So what I will do is I will show you what I built to represent that. Rubber bands come in handy. Anyway, this is that section. Wait a second, let's put this up a little bit taller. This Hammerhead, it comes in like this and crashes into here. All right, now, with that being said, I had to close this all in. All right, this is where, what happened? What? Why did that stick? Anyway, this is all the wiring and the lights that go to this. Now, I have a switch over here, turns these lights on. All right, and this turns on those. And this is what you've got. And so, yeah, this is a very cool build. This has more lights in it than anything else I've ever done. Why that glued itself over there, I don't know. But anyway, when it's all closed up, I made a piano hinge. I showed you guys how to make piano hinges with this. As you can see, the paint doesn't match. So what I have to do is I got to match it up. In other words, I got to repaint this whole thing and not cover up my lighting because it's just fiber optics. But so, and the Hammerhead Corvette, all right, you guys, it comes in like this. It comes in, hits here. Well, for that to do that, I have to build a stand that matches up with this stand so that I can slide the two together like that. Well, anyway, that's all part of the design process whenever you're building anything. If you're building something brand new, you've got to design it from day one, brand new. And that's exactly what I'm doing, is I am building these things from scratch. It's like this, all right? I want to play Warhammer someday, all right? So I have built a Warhammer tank of my own design. That's our Paper Army insignia. This is made out of a Hot Pockets box. Best tracks I ever made right here. And so, you want to build stuff? Paper's cheap. Everything I use is recycled. Not everything, but a lot is. This is chipboard, you guys. Do not confuse it with particle board. Ding, 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 ding. It's free. I need Elmer's glue. Yeah.
Sorry.
And, PVA glue is the same. It works. Uh-oh. I do see a difference. This is turned off a little bit. So I'm going to have to fudge some stuff. In other words, when I'm putting this piece on, I have to make it a little tiny bit wider at the front than it is at the back, because I have to gain just a little tiny bit around to here, because I can see it. I can see between here and here and here and here, this is narrower than this. So that means I got to start working on it right now to get it to catch up so that I don't have to cut a wedge-shaped piece to put in here.
Hey, Mike, why don't you answer this dumbass?
All right.
I'm preparing for World War III.
Oh, geez, grow up, you fool. There will be no World War III.
Got it.
I love you, sweetheart.
Love you too.
What?
I love you too.
Oh, yeah.
Who is saying I love you too?
Honey bunny.
Mike, you said I love you, sweetheart.
Yeah, and you're not my sweetheart, asshole. Okay, back down here. What? It wasn't that funny, was it?
He's crying tears, so yeah.
Okay. And if you're going to come in my show and be a Johnson, go away. Be a Johnson somewhere else. What?
Nothing, man. I got tears coming out of my eyes.
Okay, Eddie.
My mother's dumb. She said, "Are you steaming the tamales?" I said, "No, I'm grilling them."
Maybe they said Eddie been scolded.
Yeah, a little bit. Every once in a while. But I get scolded too. It doesn't fall far from the tree when that comes around. Kiducky.
Hey, Mike, remind them to vote.
Hey, everybody.
Last night.
It is the last chance you get to vote for the Jaeger. Go to paperarmy.net and you can vote for the fan build for next year. And thank you all of you that have voted. Thank you very much for your support and for your votes. And hopefully we'll get that fan build started January, let's see, January, February, hopefully by March. I think it's going to take another 2 months to do this. I think.
Mike, what did you do before you retired and started building paper stuff?
Well, I did everything. I welded, built houses, poured concrete, built roads and foundations, put in sewer lines, and
Old for Calvin Klein.
did custom upholstery. And so, worked on a ranch, pulled cattle, fed chickens. Okay, I have managed to do a lot of things. I worked in a continuous gutter business for years, sheet metal, bending and fabrication, and worked with hot rods, hot bikes, cars, boats. So I've done a lot of stuff. I built models for probably 40 years, and now I'm building models from scratch out of paper. And so it's
Did you get the 2M strips down okay the other morning?
the what?
The 2M strips down okay the other morning?
What's that?
I don't know. Dee Dee's asking.
Who is?
Dee Dee?
Now, what are you talking about, Dee Dee? Hopefully Dee Dee will answer, because I have no idea.
3M strips, baby, Rocket said?
What's a 3M strip?
We're waiting for him to answer.
Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you all for coming to the phone show. And thank you for taking this hobby up and learning how to do this.
Oh, around the thrusters, I think it was the tiny strips.
Oh, these tiny strips around the... Yes, I did get those strips done. And all of these, there's 60 of these to make the thrusters look correct. But yes, and I have them on 2 of these engines. I have a lot more to make, let me tell you. Now, as you can see here, I'm having to fudge a little tiny bit. Well, by sticking this in here, that adds a little, just a little tiny bit of distance. And that's all I need to get these to match up all the way around here. It's stuff I've learned over years of building with paper, how to make something that is not quite lining up right, but you have to see it first. If you can see that it's not lining up right and you're adding a lot of parts, then you just have to fudge a little teeny bit on each piece. And what that does is that eventually lets everything line up really, really good, and your eye actually can't tell what you have done. Now, back here, this on the back side, this is absolutely tight. I'm pushed it up tight and I'm holding it. Out here on the front edge, I add just a little tiny space, just a micro gap. And that, what that does is that just keeps adding to this edge. Now you can see this is still a ways off. This is still wider here than it is back here. But I can continue to fudge these pieces to get it to look right. Because once you paint this, once this is all painted in here, you will never see the gaps. Okay.
You get a new subscriber in Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you very much for your sub, you guys. We're trying to get to 100K followers. So thank you all for your help.
Yeah, Mike. You gotta say, my name is Jeff.
What?
My name is Jeff.
Your name is Eddie. Come on. Plug your brain in there, buddy. At least Miranda thought it was funny.
This is a good question. When he makes the Titanic, will the ship be broken with an iceberg?
Okay, here's the deal. The ship didn't break when it hit the iceberg. It just cracked it really bad.
Punctured it.
Yeah, it
Or did I get technical?
cut a super long slit in the side. All right, so
The water went in, and then the boat started sinking from the back
yes,
down. It split in half, and then the top of it
yeah.
went down.
And so, do I want to make a Titanic split in half? I don't want to make a Titanic, period. So I am not going to split it in half and make two ships. No.
That'd be epic.
Oh, sure it would. When are you going to start that, Miranda?
Start it tonight.
Okay, perfect. Miranda's going to make a split ship.
You make the whole one, I'll make the split one.
Okay, sounds good. I can do that.
Don't forget to put Leonardo DiCaprio in the water saying, Rose, save yourself.
He didn't say that. He said never let go.
Well, whatever. I don't care. He's a fruitcake anyway.
Well, the whole thing with that is that was such an absolute error on that. They had to make a movie and they had to make it look good, I suppose. But the thing is, you cannot be in that water for more than 15 minutes and you're dead.
Well, obviously, because they all died.
Well, no, not obviously, because they all died. There was 30 minutes of him down below deck trying to save people. He-
Touche.
He would have never made it out of the below deck.
Touche. Got it.
Because you learn in survival school that when you're in Arctic water, you've got 15 minutes. And some people, after they've been in the water for 15 minutes and they pull them out, they still don't survive. Because it stops your body. That's what Arctic water does.
That's true because Rose and Leonardo were in the water trying
Yes.
to get higher.
Right. Neither one of them would have survived that. So, you can go by what the movies show you, which is wrong.
Isn't the Arctic Ocean cooler than the Pacific Ocean?
No. Yes. Yes and no. Because the Pacific Ocean runs up to the Arctic as well.
Mike, you're Encino Man.
I'm Encino Man. What? I remember seeing that movie back in what? Like 1969?
No, the 90s, Mike.
They made it in the 90s?
Yeah, Brendan Fraser was born in the 60s.
Okay, well, that, see?
Hey, there's something banging on the side of the house. Against the house.
It's probably the wind.
Well, it's making my peanut nervous.
Aw.
Oh my God, I gotta go outside.
It's banging on this side of the house.
Read the mic, and it'll bang you against the wall.
No,
See?
that's not going to happen. Don't worry about that, sweetie. It won't happen. Well, you know that.
Alex said you have to build a door too.
I have to build a door for what?
For the passenger to sit on so she can save herself.
Yeah, no, I don't. You can build the door that she's sitting on.
I'll build a door, and Leonardo and
Yeah, huh? Okay, well, yeah, good luck with that one.
Oh, we got some Johnsons in here now.
Oh, we got Johnsons in? Hey, quit being Johnsons, you guys. You can go to another show and be a Johnson. You don't need to be one here.
Why don't you go check what's happening outside and shut it?
Kidaki. Look, this is almost closed in, which is very cool.
Is that the best glue for building these?
Yes, Elmer's glue, PVA glue, wood glue, it is the best for building with paper. There is nothing better. I've been using it for 16 years with just paper. All right, this is first piece I built right here. It gets dropped, thrown around every show for 16 years. Elmer's glue, acrylic paint, and a mac and cheese box. All right, so that is very close to being correct. And the nice thing about this is all of this is the bottom. This is the bottom of it. So you won't really see any kind of variance in this.
How many students do you think you have?
How many students do I think I have? I have no clue on that one. That's a good comment. I don't know how many students I got. Probably a bunch. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Now this is the custom piece. All right, it is going to be cut and fit to this last board. All right, now what happens here is this has to be shaped to match that last board. So I go down here and I put a mark down here. Now I've got a mark at the front, a mark at the back.
I think that should be the next poll on the website. How many students do you have?
That's a good idea.
I'll write it down.
All right. And now I cut this at a very tiny bias. You want these cuts to be very accurate here. Now let's see if this is going to fit in here like I think it will. Yeah, see?
Yes.
It closes right up. It's perfect. Okay, so now we want to glue this all together and make it one piece, finally.
Well, now my kids are awake because Eddie's out there banging something against the wall.
Yeah, well,
It's gonna be your head in 2 minutes.
uh-oh. Family Feud.
Oh. Wish we could just get along.
And there, that closes this engine compartment in. Now, here's the cool thing about this. All right, this engine goes down here. All right, this is the bottom engine. And it should sit right like that, roughly. And all of these wires go in these holes. And they will all be wired together. And this will become the engine compartment for this Hammerhead Corvette. And I'm going to try to have all these engines put on by Monday.
Maurice said he sent a donation. Yes, he did. $12.
Thank you, Maurice. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate the help. Thank you all for supporting the show.
What thing? On the counter in the kitchen?
And there is the armor on the engine.
Ernie from TikTok is leaving.
Bye, Ernie. Take care. Thanks for coming by. Absolutely, Maurice. Thank you.
I absolutely love your videos. They are so calming.
Aw, well, that is fantastic news. If you can use my videos to have a calmer day or night, get some extra rest, I'm happy about that, very much so. One of these days, I might even be able to do some ASMR, but I don't think I have time right now. Okay. Gosh, that's going to look so good.
It's good to hear the boss of Eddie's house.
Who's what?
GJ said it's good to hear the boss of Eddie's house.
Yeah. All right, let's put this in here and see what we got going on. Now, I got to make sure them wires are all cleaned up because they've got to go in there.
It's a Law and Order marathon today.
Oh, I didn't like Law and Order. Never did like that show.
I like Law and Order SVU with Mariska Hargitay.
Ah, Mariska Hargitay. All right, so.
Mr. Brett sent happy poop for 10 joules.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Now that is where that engine has to sit. And I do believe I can actually put that in place now. But as you can see here, these are not lining up right. So what I have to do is I have to trim these pieces out like that to get them to fit better. Not bad. All right, now, the thing is with this engine rack, what you have to do, you can't cut curves with straight scissors very well. So what I have learned how to do is you take this drum sander, like this one, and you look at what's going on with it. I look at this and I see where I've got to do a little bit of sanding work on it.
Alex thinks I locked Eddie in a basement.
Well, I don't think they got a basement. Not
We did. He's too big to move on that.
not bad. And I like things to fit almost like they're a model kit. All right. Well, to get things to fit like a model kit, you have to make them. You have to make them that way. And so now I've got that all trimmed out. So now I want to go back here and I want to check the backside. All right. I have to do the same thing to the backside.
What does that even mean?
Okay. Not enough. All right.
Eddie's
Also,
typing crap in the chat and it doesn't even make sense.
who did that?
Eddie.
Sometimes Eddie, he don't make sense. All right, now there's something you have to pay attention to. All right. This is my straight line through this piece. I have to make sure that this engine is also lined up on this straight line. And to where it is right now, the engine is tipped outward. Okay, I have to fix that. So that means I have to take this front section out more. There's so many things that you have to pay attention to get your builds looking correct.
Eddie's nickname is
Eddie's nickname
Sweetie Pie.
is what?
Sweetie Pie.
sweetie pie.
Speaking of sweetie pie, she sent $6.99.
Aw, thank you very much. Thank you for your support. All right, now.
It's your honey bunny.
That was Honey Bunny? Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, sweetie. I love you very much, Honey Bunny. I don't think I need to do anything else. I can actually start to attach this piece now. Oh, I can't do that. I gotta fix the front first. Okay. All right, that's ready to go. Now what I have to do is I've got to close this in here.
She said, love you too, hon.
Thank you, sweetheart. I love my honey bunny, you guys.
And you said, love you too, honey.
Yeah, that's nice, Eddie. Thank you very much. You're such a fruit. I wonder if he's a passion fruit or banana fruit or...
He's a grapefruit.
He's a grapefruit? Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming to the phone show. Now, this is easy work here. All I have to do is take a piece of this chipboard right here, put this on there, and trace it out. Just like that. Okay.
Ed, take over. I gotta go check the tamales.
Okay. And the littler the cuts you make on this stuff, the more round it will look.
JR Africa is new here, Mike.
Who is?
JR Africa. You want to tell them what you do?
Hi, JR. I build paper art sculptures out of recycled paper, like this little AT-AT walker. All right. This is, by the way, this is Grant's favorite piece right here. Is the AT-AT puppy. But all of these things that I have made over 16 years, shoot, all of this stuff, recycled paper, very cheap. And it has acrylic paint on it. And so building this stuff, as you can see, I use junk mail here. This is chipboard here. This engine is made out of recycled parts. All right, this grill came out of an old heater I had. And very small one. And I looked at that and I went, oh man, that will make a fantastic something. And so anyway, it lights up. I also used plastic from an old tail light off my mountain bike to give it the yellow or amber tint. And so anyway, okay, what am I doing here? Okay, I'm closing this in. Now, down inside here is the light. It is, what is it? LED? Yeah, I think it's an LED light. And so the way I built it, it should never ever wear out. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm closing this in so that I can put the front end of this engine together. And I have to make 4 of these for the Hammerhead Corvette. And that goes on there just like that. And it will adhere very quickly. All right, keep your fingers clean. That's why I have these pads that I wipe my fingers on. Now what I have to do is I have to cut and fit parts to go here. Now I am going to start at the top of this, which is this right here. This is the top of it.
We might.
Yeah.
JFK said your kids seem pretty professional. Mods too.
M-
Oh. Never mind. I thought he said something else, but I can't even. Brenda, erase my message.
What message?
What I just put.
The side?
Oh God. Refresh it.
Well, whatever you did, it didn't put it through.
Huh.
You just put something too. He wasn't being mean. He said we seem. Mike, tell JFK there was some misunderstanding.
Yeah.
He said your kids seem pretty professional, and the mods too.
Thank you, JFK. They are. We have a lot of trouble with trolls in the show, and I suppose that almost everybody has the same problem. And so the mods have been very diligent with trying to keep the riffraff out of the show. And so JFK, thank you very much. And yeah, they are pretty professional. And what I'm doing right now is I'm closing this all in. This is the front of the engine. It has to look good. So what I've got to do is I've got to match these pieces of paper up as close as I possibly can to get this to look right. And once it's painted, you will probably not see any of this because it'll be on an engine cluster. There'll be 4 engines on this. And once they're all put in place, you pretty much don't see any of this stuff.
I told the poor guy that we have hot heads. We attack first. Apologies.
Nice, Miranda. And tweezers are your friend, everybody. A lot of these little parts you can't put in place without tweezers. And when you scratch build toys or art, all right, it doesn't matter what it is. You have to be very careful that your dimensions look good, because none of this is detailed. It's all built by hand. And so without having them, injection molded, you have to make it look as close as it can to what it is, just by adding the little parts and stuff to it. And you can do that. I have been working at this now. Well, I actually will be 17 years, starting my 17th year of building with paper, January 1, which is tomorrow. And so anyway, what we've got going on here is I teach you how to build with paper. It's the cheapest hobby on the planet. You need some Elmer's glue, you need acrylic paint, and recycled paper out of your kitchen. And let me show you, Pete. Here, I just finished this. I finished this Life cereal box yesterday or the day before. It's all building material. And so I ate the cereal and I got the box left over to build with. Okay.
GJ is telling that JFK guy to ask to see Eddie being whooped by the engineer Mike.
Oh, whoa, we got a boxing match going on? Oh no.
Yeah, we're trying to rekindle JFK into the chat, but he bailed.
Why? What did Eddie say to him?
Well, because he came in and said that we are professional kids and mods, and then we both attacked him.
Oh no.
But he wasn't being mean, he was just being,
Yeah, he's being kind.
Yeah.
Aw. Well, JFK, if you're paying attention to the show still, I'm sorry that happened. People sometimes jump to conclusions too soon.
We need to be reprimanded today.
Uh-huh.
in timeout.
Bad kids.
No, we're not used to people being nice in here.
Yeah. Well,
We attacked before we did anything else.
okay. Well, let that be a lesson to yous.
Yeah, Eddie.
Nuts. Yeah, I don't like people to come in and say something good get hurt.
We didn't call them names. We just said things.
Uh-oh. Yeah, well, that's like calling names.
About Mike. Huh?
Yeah, what?
JFK, I will leave. I'm sorry. My bad, guys. See you Monday.
About that.
If Mike fought me, he would be called Mike the Crippled Paper Engineer.
You wish, Eddie.
Alex said we just jumped. Nobody is concluding anything.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
DJ said all falls apart when Grant and Nats aren't here.
Well, I don't know about that.
Eddie said, to be honest, I think Mike may put a whooping down on us. Yeah, we're gonna be sold.
I might. I'm in halfway decent shape for 72 years old. That, and I've learned a lot over the years. I might know some tricks you never thought of. I remember one time I scared these guys, two of them, a week apart from each other. So bad at the bar I was working at, they turned white. They were white guys, and they went whiter than white and left. It got dangerous, and I said, "Get out." And they left. They turned white, turned around, and left the bar. They had absolutely no interest in me after that.
Doing great for 72.
Yes, absolutely. Now, something you see me doing here. You see me sanding on these little pieces. That's because it's a little bit narrower here than here, which means if you do not take a little tiny bit off of each edge, this gap up here keeps getting bigger because you're down here trying to match it up and you got a big gap up here. And by me taking off a little tiny bit on each edge, it's making them tip in a little bit like this. So that means this is a smaller, I guess, circumference that this is out here. And so what that will do is that will give you the look that you need and the fit also that will be correct.
Who's Chapels?
What? What? Dave Chappelle? He's not in the show.
100 likes, Mike.
Oh, we got 100 likes. Thank you guys for putting up 100 likes. That's awesome news. For 100 likes, I guess I will show you something. Hey, everybody. This is my Star Destroyer. All right. It is 11,390 pieces of paper. And it took 536 hours to build this. It weighs 3.5 pounds. It's hollow. And in case you youngsters out there think it's a Lego, it is not a Lego. It don't explode when you hit it like your Lego will. But anyway, this is the amazing stuff that you can build out of paper. Uh-oh. I gotta turn this upside down for a second.
My new nickname is Runs.
Is Run? Run, Runda?
Because I got the runs.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Well, if you gotta run, let me know.
No, my new nickname is Bubble Guts.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that one I know about. And so, This is the cool stuff. This was made out of cracker boxes and a couple Nike shoe boxes. It used 2 bottles of Elmer's glue to make it. And the neat thing about that is that whole Star Destroyer cost me $2 to make, because back then Elmer's glue was $1 a bottle. Here, man. Yep. So whenever you're working this stuff, if you pay attention to your build, it's going to let you know what you have to do for it. It's up to you to do what you know it's going to have you do.
Very impressive with the time and effort.
Thank you very much.
He does know how to read.
It's gonna do what you do when you do what you did, what you did. Like,
That's exactly right. Doobie, 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 doo.
Alex is calling me mariachi good.
Yeah, that's entirely truth too.
Oh, my butthole did speak Spanish to me yesterday.
Uh-oh. It's saying no comprende toilet paper. And custom fitting. Oh, better bring this back down so you can see what I'm doing. You have to custom fit everything. All right, when you're building stuff from scratch, you have to custom fit it.
You need to invest in a bidet.
Bidets are actually pretty cool. I got one. My fifth wheel has a bidet.
no, you don't.
Yes, I do.
He made his own with the hose.
No, it came with the fifth wheel.
Yeah, Mike has the deluxe edition fifth wheel.
Well, kind of, sort of, I guess. All right, now here's the fun part. I have started at the top and I've worked this direction. Now I have to go back to the top and I have to work this direction. And all I have to do is match up these pieces. Now, there is square. You can see the little bit of a gap that I have here. All right, right in there. Well, that little gap has to be fixed all the way around so that they come together as one piece that looks like it was manufactured by a shipyard.
Nothing like watching your show and hearing the Chips theme song in the background.
Really? Who's doing that?
Nanny's watching Chips.
Oh. Okay. And this is why it takes so long to build things like this. Because, I mean, you can build them faster than I do, but you're not going to get the beautiful finished product, because if you don't take the time to fix these parts, like what I'm doing right now, to make everything fit right, it just won't look as good. People may never notice. You know, it's one of those kind of things that people will just probably not even tell what you're doing.
Alex said those engines are going to look way too cool built like that and with the LEDs.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, that's definitely true. These engines are best ones I've ever made right here. And now, when you're doing this, you have to do the left side and the right side. You have to take a little tiny bit of it off of each side. Otherwise, it will sit funny. It won't sit correct.
Eddie said it's funny.
Well, with what he's got going on his backside right now, I agree.
Just told the internet.
Hey, Mike, can you send me some Elmer's glue for my butthole?
Yeah, but it won't work, Eddie. It's water soluble.
Why don't I have water coming out of it?
Well, you you squirt it in your butt, you will.
He said, good, you need to think about what you've done, Eddie. You're a bad boy.
I went to that guy's page and it said that he's an underrated troll.
Who?
That JFK guy.
Well, send JFK a message and tell him, well, JFK, you're very fortunate that you come in the show when you did, because we weren't troll hunting you, and so you did okay. Thank you very much for your help, and hope you come back. Sorry.
Mordaxian is in, Mike.
Who is?
Mordaxian, he says, wishing you all a happy and prosperous New Year.
Thank you, Mardaxian. I hope so too.
Super Bowl, holy bedoodles. You'll never crap out of your bubble again.
And so,
Direct your colon to your belly button.
these engines are going to be the coolest ones I've ever made. And I've made a lot of engines over the years, you guys, but these are awesome. Best ones ever.
These boys are talking about putting silicone, Gorilla Glue, super glue on their bones.
No, you don't want to do that, you guys. That will burn really bad.
Hey, he said, oh yes, New Year's. In the ER, getting my butthole pried open with a crowbar.
Yeah, that would not be fun. Because I think they would have to use solvents, which would not help your backside any at all.
Katie asked, how many are you making? I think she's talking about the engines.
I've got to make 4 of these. These are them. And so far the engines have got, well, I'm not counting this exterior work right here. There's a 20, 30, 70, 110, 210, 310, 320. So far 330 parts just to make the 4 engines. And I'm not anywhere done.
Ooh, I want chili.
Shoot, Honey Bunny and the kids had chili dogs last night.
No, like the restaurant chili.
Yeah, chili dogs give me the run.
I already have the price.
Why do they do that, Eddie? It shouldn't give you a problem. It's a chili dog.
He's sensitive, Mike. Everything.
Oh, he's sensitive. Oh, I see.
Hey, Mike, Derek had to leave.
Who did?
Derek.
Is he okay?
No, they came home upset.
Oh, jeez.
What happened last year?
Jeez, doggone it.
I knew that was going to happen. It's the holiday time.
Yep. What a bunch of horse manure there. I sure would like to be able to start making enough money to hire her out of that wherever she is.
Did you see your new name from GJ?
Uh-uh.
It's Eddie's new nickname.
Eddie's new nickname, Veggie Burger.
Oh, shit, no.
Okay. All right. That's doable now. Some pieces you have to do a little bit more to them than others. Some of them just fit together really good, then others do not. And so you have to work on it. Sometimes a little harder with certain parts. And the nice thing about it is it's recycled paper. You take a bunch of paper like this, and you keep cutting it down into smaller and smaller pieces until you got stuff like this. And then when you get little tiny pieces like this one, you just throw them out. And that's why you don't want glue on your tools.
The tectonic plates in my gut are shifting. I think my bubble guts are about to erupt.
Well, if you have to make a run, go ahead.
I'm just gonna use my pants.
All right. Well, that one needs a little bit of trimming here.
The engines are looking good.
Thank you very much. They are looking good. Tell you what, tweezers are your friend, everybody. There are so many small parts when you're doing stuff like this. You cannot grab a hold of them with your hands and get them to fit in place. You have got to put the tweezers to good work.
JFK's back.
Who's back?
JFK.
Oh, welcome back, JFK. Nice to see you again. Sorry about the misunderstanding earlier. Salute, JFK.
Oh, he said it's no problem.
Thanks, JFK.
I blame Eddie.
Hey, JFK, do you build anything? Model kits or homes or, hot rod cars and trucks, things like that?
Who's random cat mean?
Random cat? Might be they're talking about Cupcake. I don't know.
No, they said my name is random cat mean.
Well, maybe Memers is a random cat name. I don't know.
Dee Coulter sent you $10, Mike. Happy to watch and learn from you, Mike. Have a happy new year.
Thank you very much. And who was it?
Dee.
Dee, thank you, Dee, very much for your support. I appreciate the help, everybody. It helps our business out a lot. So thank you all for donating, for putting up emojis, for liking and sharing my show. So very cool, you guys. Thank you all for your help.
What was doesn't your grandchild come in here, Mike?
February, January, February, March, April, May. I think in May I'm going to become a great grandfather.
No, the other one that used to come into YouTube.
Oh, Leela?
Your grandchild?
Yeah, Leela. I saw her the other day. Her dad is such a putz.
JFK said I used to build model cars, but now I just drool on myself.
Well, I tell you what, JFK, that happens. If you pick up paper engineering, you can build anything you want. Check this out. Looks like a Hot Wheels car, but it is not. I made a paper DeLorean. Okay, now this paper DeLorean, all in all done, it took me like 5 cents worth of glue to make. And it's all recycled paper. But you can build anything you want once you learn how to do this.
You should make Eddie a paper butthole.
Well, I would, but he'd blow it out too quick.
True. JFK said pretty cool.
Yeah, it is, JFK. I've been building with just paper for 16 years. I start my 17th year tomorrow. And the cool thing about it is I have learned how to manufacture huge amounts of stuff. I can make paper piano hinges. I'm now working with lights. Hey, JFK, did you see this ship lit up yet?
15 minutes left, Mike.
Wow, the show went by quick. 15 minutes of the show left, you guys. That's it.
Why am I?
He said not yet, Mike. You want to show him?
Yeah, I do. Okay, just saying, JFK, I gotta get this piece. If I set it down, it'll disappear. And so I don't want that to happen. I've got to do some sanding on this to make it look right, to get this engine to fit properly. And as soon as I get this piece on, I will show you what I am doing with LEDs and fiber optics. Okay. Oops, put that on there. Put this over here. Don't get ahead of myself. Do everything in order. It makes importance. Okay, let's go here. Get that on there. Now, that has to stay put for just a minute. All right. This is the battery. Well, I better raise this up a tad bit. All right. There are 4 engines on a Hammerhead Corvette. This one is back here. All right, this is the bottom engine, and it will attach right here. Now, all of this, as you can see, this is the battery box for this, which is right here. So when this all goes on, that actually is like that. Okay, so here, these are the LEDs and the fiber optic lines. And so what happens now is this clicks on. Okay, this will be all covered up. You'll never see any of this. It'll all disappear. But what it does is it gives you all kinds of beautiful lighting on everything that you do. There's the landing gear. Okay. That is the Hammerhead Corvette. Now, this all is an homage to Star Wars. All right, this is the broken Star Destroyer that the Hammerhead Corvette crashes into. These are all the lights that are in it. And the cool thing about it is I can change the way the lights work. Can everybody see that? I can barely see it.
Open your eyes.
They are? I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, the Hammerhead Corvette is going to crash into this Star Destroyer just like this. Now, if you've seen Rogue One from Star Wars, you know exactly what that's doing. They're breaking a Star Destroyer with a very tiny ship. The Hammerhead Corvette is very small compared to a Star Destroyer. And these ear guns, they're on fiber optic lines, and basically the turrets they can go all the way around because of the fiber optics inside of here will let them spin. And so this is what I'm doing right now, is I am trying to get the engines so that I can get all the engines absolutely put on this ship. Oop, there we go. And so, and this is what I'm doing right now, is I'm closing in the front of this engine well. Now that size is right here. Nope, that's too big. And out of all of these little pieces of paper that I've got, I usually have pieces that fit exactly into there. And I keep cutting this recycled paper down and making it smaller and smaller. As you can see, this is junk mail that I used for the inside of this engine. This is all chipboard or chipboard, which is junk. I eat the food, I get the building materials left over. That's the cool thing about this. Building material wise, it doesn't cost me anything ever. I have to buy glue once in a while, but I buy glue by the gallon. And because I buy it by the gallon, I don't run out of glue very fast. Doesn't look like I need to trim much of this one off. And all I'm doing is I'm sanding these edges down just a little tiny bit because it's longer to go around this way than it is to go around this way. If you do not take and do this angling correctly, what happens is you end up with a space, a gap in here. And I don't want that. And hey, you guys, anyone that gets a bronze membership, that's $2.98 a month. You can go look at my tutorials and start building this stuff for yourself. And once you learn this, you can make anything you want. It does not matter what it is. Now, I'll show you, for instance, as soon as I get this part in here. All right, I like Lord of the Rings, and I've been wanting to make a sword for Lord of the Rings for a long time. So I am making 5 Sting swords from Lord of the Rings. I also made 5 katanas from The Walking Dead.
10 minutes, Mike. You want to read?
Yeah, I would love to read for 10 minutes.
Too bad you can't.
Oh, sorry about your luck, Eddie.
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay.
You're so mean.
April Fool.
Howdy, everyone. It is the end of the phone show. What? Got hairs out of place. That's because I'm old. Anyway. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee. Yes, I have 16 years build experience. Oh, I start my 17th year tomorrow. Okay. I've been doing this a long time. I have never in my lifetime had a career because I would get better at a job than the boss, and I would quit or get fired, one of the two, and go do something else. And so this is something that has happened for me my entire lifetime, except when I had my own job. Ah, thank you, Rocket. Well, Eddie, did you see that? Yeah, and I tell you what, Rocket, I will definitely keep you on the hire list in case Eddie loses his job.
Wow.
Well, you know, you gotta appease the customers there, Eddie.
How many have been dead for
Oh, well. Okay, so now I got to trim that down a lot more. Okay, not a problem. Sometimes you have to trim them with scissors because it needs a lot taken off it, and I don't want to do the sandpaper on all of it. And I'm pretty good at catching this stuff early on. In all of these custom fit pieces, what happens is it makes your build look amazing. All right, I'll show you one right here that can prove that. Paper Army tank, made by Hot Pockets. All of these parts are custom hand cut, fit, and built. So, can you make anything? Yes, you can. Oh, thank you, Dee. That's cool. I'm from Washington State in America, you guys. Our family is worldwide. We have Paper Army personnel everywhere.
Hey, Rocket wants to see the dozer.
Rocket wants to see the dozer? Yeah, absolutely. And you guys, I don't know if I'm going to get time or not, but I need to make a track hoe. And so that might be something I might have to start building next year, tomorrow, is maybe building a track hoe. It'll do two things. It'll show you how to make the hydraulics like this, and it will also build tracks. And so I think that might be a good idea to do that. That'll give, because this is the only construction equipment I got. My dad's 550 John Deere Cat. So that might be a good thing to think about. I know I got a lot of stuff to build. The Titanic looks like it's winning. And today's the last day you can vote, everybody, over on paperarmy.net. There is a fan build for next year. There's 4 things you can vote for. Prometheus from Aliens, BSG, the Galactica, the Jaeger, Gypsy Danger from Pacific Rim, and the Titanic from the Titanic.
Wow, I'm glad you clarified that, Mike.
Clarified what?
That Titanic's from Titanic.
Well, yeah, you know, some people may not understand.
I don't know what the Titanic is. They're not American.
Well, it was British. The Titanic was British.
Yeah, well, so am I.
You are not. You no.
Man, tell Rocket to look at Discord.
You can tell him. You have a voice too.
1766. What are you talking about?
You voted on women's rights to have a voice, so you can talk.
Oh, Dee, that's so cool. That's all right, Scobie. You know, work and stuff gets in the way. 1766, you're still not making any sense.
Hey, be nice. Didn't we just go over being nice to people?
What, somebody's being mean to you, Miranda?
Eddie's being mean again and shit.
Oh.
He needs to be reprimanded.
Uh-oh.
The Coal Dozers from 1989.
Well, 1766, a coal dozer. I've never heard of a coal dozer.
Maybe a coal using machine? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think she speaks English.
It's possible.
Yeah, bulldozer, I meant.
Coal dozer. Yeah, you're talking about a high track. Number one, and Katie, I do not have time to build that. If I got a request to do that every day for a year, I still don't have time to do that. This build that I'm on right now is a 6-month build. Then I have to build probably the Titanic next. The Titanic is a huge build. And if it's anything like the Black Pearl build was, that's a 6-month build as well. See, January, February, March. If I start at March, April, May, June, July, August, it won't be done till middle of the year.
Oh my God, Rocket wants you to work one last time.
Oh,
Here's mine.
okay, Rocket, we're gonna do this. This is for Rocket, you guys. First twerk of the day.
I'm gonna find it.
All right, Eddie, have you got everything set up there? Uh-oh. What in the heck is in the way? It's egg building stuff.
Can't find it.
Oh man, Eddie, what do you got going today?
All right, we're gonna do Baby Got Back.
Which one are you doing?
Baby Got Back.
Baby got back? All right. Hit it, Eddie.
I like cardstock and I cannot lie. Other editors can't deny. When a designer walks in with stuff so neat and a model in your face that's fleet, you get sprung. Wanna pull out my X-Acto blade, because I noticed that stack of boards you made. Chipboard so thick I gotta grab a rule. Doing all the math because the project's cool. Oh baby, I want them on with you. And fold you, dice and glue you too. My cuts are precise and it can't be rushed. I'm talking about pop-ups that will be crushed. Unless I design it with precision and grace, a complex geometric right in your face. So paper engineers, yeah, paper engineers, yeah, your project looks like it'll last for years. Model it, model it, model it. Mike's papers got back. There you go, Mike.
All right.
That was the dumbest one ever.
Aha. Thank you, Rocket. Absolutely, Joy. And Dee Dee, you have to be a bronze member minimum. That's $2.98 a month. Then you can go load pictures onto Discord. It's for members only. I do not know who Daft Punk is. I have heard the name, but I don't know them. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee. Okay, you guys. Now, for everybody that's new, I will be back tomorrow. It's the end of the show. That means I've got to go. And so I will be back tomorrow, 2 hours earlier than right now. And if you would like to set your clocks to that, you can. I've been doing this same time frame for quite a while. I'd like you all to remember a couple of things. 1, never stop learning. 2, power of the spoken word is super important. All right, Dee Dee, you're up. You can put things up on Discord now. And you can talk to Eddie, Miranda, anybody that's in the show. They can help you with Discord. You'll probably have to come back tomorrow to do that unless you can figure it out on your own. I'm sure you can. And so anyway, you guys. What? Okay. I will be back tomorrow, 2 hours earlier, to do another live show. Today is Hump Day. Tomorrow is Pepsi Day. Then it's Friday. So take care, you all. Last thing to remember, does not matter what you are. Doesn't matter where you are. Does not matter who you are. Does not matter what color you are. And it doesn't matter what religion you are either. We all live on the third rock from the sun. It makes us human beings. How about if we start being better human beings towards other human beings? It'd be nice. That's what we're trying to do. Take care, Paper Army. I'll be back tomorrow. Good night.